Well, well, well. Look who's back for another round of But the Book Was Better. Or was it? Welcome to Pages to Screen, the show that answers the age-old question, was the adaptation worth it? Strap in! It's time to dive into the thrilling world of did they really just do that? We're going to tear a masterpiece into masterpieces, dissecting adaptations to our beloved screen. Now, for today's scrutiny, this is From Page to Screen with your host, Timothy Imholt.
Welcome back to another page to screen discussion. So I was thinking about this movie, it's mid-90s movie called Murder at 1600, starring Wesley Snipes before he had a little issue with going to prison for tax issues. And I was like, that's a really good movie. I hadn't seen it in a while. I wanted to see it again. So I started thinking, hey, it's really based on a book because it was sort of a one-off. There wasn't a sequel. It didn't build some franchise. It was just sometimes in the 80s and 90s, you had things that you don't have today, like my metabolism. And it wasn't trying to set itself up to be a whole franchise. It was just sort of a one-off that was a good mystery movie. And I was thinking about it, and I was wondering if it was based on a book. So I looked it up, and it turns out it actually was. It was a series of 31 books called Capital Crimes. This one was written by Margaret Truman, who turns out to be the former president's daughter, and obviously knew something about the White House. The book and the movie are shockingly different. Okay, they just are. I'm really not certain you could have done this book the way it was written as a movie and had it been successful in any fashion. The book was okay. I enjoyed it. It a lot of things in it to me just didn't kind of work the way that I felt they should. Felt it could have been a lot better. The movie, however, is a good flick. So this is one of the times I got to say that the movie actually exceeded the book, at least for me. So it is a mid-90s movie, so it does have a few things that are different from what you would have today. That being said, it does have Wesley Snipes, former Weekend Anchorman from Saturday Night Live back there, Alan Alda, a few other people you'll recognize in it. It's well acted, it's well done, well written, very loosely based on the book, and I say very loosely based. There is a murder in the White House, and how do you deal with that? How do you deal with the fact that if you're the detective, Wesley Snipes, you can't get surveillance footage because it's all classified. You can't get all the details that you want to get to go investigate this thing. It's really kind of tough to do. So he does go investigate it. They do eventually solve it, but it was not at all what I expected. So at least the ending is not. So if you haven't seen it, see it. If you haven't read it, see it. If you enjoy reading mystery novels, it is well ranked on or well rated on Amazon. It's got 1,700 or something reviews, 4.2 stars, which is not bad. If you're into mysteries, you probably enjoy it. I'm really not that much into them, so maybe it was just sort of my bias of not really enjoying that genre, but I did read through it. So enjoy the flick if you get the chance to see it. Click like down below, subscribe. If you've seen the movie and you hated it, leave that comment. Be happy to talk about it. Everybody have a great week.